Yes, then good morning, students who are learning online. So last time we have started with a relational model. Feeling sleepy, and what is relational model? Relation is nothing but table. Right? How to convert your ER model, which you have drawn in the diagram, into the table, right? So various tables we have seen. Then we have seen relation is nothing but a table, tuple is row, and attribute is column. Relation is table, tuple is row, and attribute is column. Then why we are splitting the information that we have seen? Re- Repetition of information, that means to avoid data redundancy, and there should not be any null values. Right? We have seen both the examples, so that we are not storing all the information in a single table, but we are splitting the tables according to our need. Then foreign key, we have seen what is foreign key. Okay. When you are using primary key of some other table in your table, then that will be a foreign key for your this table, right? And we have seen one, the values which is occurring in the parent table, only that value can be here at the child table. Then we have started with relational algebra, and we have finished, I think, one, which is select operation. Select is to select some particular rows from the relation, from the table, and it is denoted by, and first of that we have seen, I have told you that either you write it down the table name and column name, because you will need this in your topic. So we are having 6 table. One is customer, with customer name, street and city are the attribute. Second relation is branch, where branch name, branch city, and assets, value of the assets are the attributes. Account and depositor, where account contains the attribute like account number, branch name, and balance, and the depositor means customer name and account number. Same with loan and borrower, the loan number, branch name, and amount of the loan, and the customer name and loan number are the attributes of the borrower. You see select operation, and the syntax is select. P means predicate, that means condition that you want to put, and R from which relation you want that data. Right. So here it is written select, where branch is equal to pairage, from which relation? Loan. So it will give you these many table name. R means table name. Here it is symbol of select. Here whatever the condition you want to put. Here the name of the table. From which table you want the data. Right. So should I give any one or two? So give me the records where loan amount is greater than 1300. Give me records where loan amount is greater than 1300. Simple. So select, what is the name? Amount greater than 1300, but 1300 will not be in quote because it's a number. So no double quotes because it's not string. Into the bracket, loan. Right, very simple. So it will give you the records which is loan amount is greater than 1300, which is there L14, L15 and L23. All the three records will come into your output. So this was select operation. Next is project. Project is denoted by pi. This is symbol of pi, Greek pi. And the syntax is pi A1, A2, A3 up to AN into the bracket R, where A1, A2, A3 are the attribute name. Now, if you have observed the output, if you observe the output of this, if you observe output, it is giving all the attributes. Getting my point? In the output, loan number, branch name, amount, all the attributes are coming. All the columns are coming in the output. What if you want some particular column only? I want only loan number. I don't want branch name and amount in my output. Possible, right? I want only branch name, not amount and loan number. I want only loan number and amount. I don't want branch name, something. So in the select, what you have done? You have cut horizontally. Now what we will do? We will cut vertically. So project operation is for selecting some particular columns or attributes, not all. Right? So formula is simple. A1, whatever attributes you want in your output, it will give you from the relation R. And something is there where A1, A2, A3 are attribute name and R is the relation name. The result is defined as the relation of k columns obtained by the erasing columns that are not listed. So what it will do, the column which is not part of this, it will be erased, deleted. And only the column that you want will be there in your list. Right. One more thing, duplicate rows removed from the results in relations are sets. It will not allow the duplicate row. For example, you want only city. So Rajkot, Ahmedabad. So Rajkot will be listed only once, not Rajkot. If your 5 row contain Rajkot, so it will be only one. So duplicate rows will be eliminated. Got my point? Example. That it will not. If both the values are same, then it will be deleted. Duplicate means all the values for all the columns would be same. For example, account number and amount. Account number obviously should be different. Both the amount is same, then it will not be deleted because account numbers are different. Get my point? Is this their question, right? Yeah. But third is different.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
So one query is listed. Project, loan number, and amount from loan. What will be the output? Have you taken the table name from loan? I want only loan number and amount. So if I see loan, only loan number and amount. Is there any duplicate rows? No, because loan number is primary key. So there will not be any duplicate row. So only loan number and amount will be listed. So your output will be got the point. But generally people are using project and select together. Project and select together. How? Write the query. I want name of the customer. Write it. I want name of the customer who lives in Harrison City. Who lives in Harrison City. I want name of the customer. See, I'm telling name only. I want customer names who lives in Harrison City. Now you write the query and let me know. Which table you need? Customer table. Now write the query. Try it. Harrison. It is nested query. First select and then project. Let me show the only students are online. So let me show you as this is the first. This is the answer. Select where customer city is equal to Harrison from which table? Customer. So what it will give me? It will give me all the column. From that project, what I want? Only customer name. So this select will give me where customer city is equal to Harrison from the customer table, but project, what I want? Only customer name. Got it? Last bench. I'm asking, getting it? Getting it? Should I give few? Give me loan number at Perich branch. Give me loan numbers at Perich branch. Give me loan numbers at Perich branch. So let me show you. So first what I will do, select, I'll write S, where branch name is equal to branch underscore name is equal to Perich. Perich. From which table? Loan and in that I want only loan number. So this project, I'll write P. Loan underscores number. Right? Huh? Huh? So select, S means select, branch name is equal to Perich from loan, in that project, P means project, loan underscores number. Got the point? Should I give one more? Give me branch names at the Brooklyn city with the asset. Give branch names with the asset at Brooklyn city. No two projects, only comma. Branch name, comma, assets.
Oh, okay, sir.
So let me show you. So what I want, select where I want branch name at the Brooklyn city, means branch underscore city is equal to Brooklyn. Select branch underscore city is equal to Brooklyn. From which relation? Branch. From branch and project what I want, branch underscore name and assets. Branch underscore name, comma, assets. Ready? Now the third operation is union operation. Third operation is union operation. So you might have studied in the mathematics sets. In that you might have studied union. What is the meaning of union? When you do union of two set, what is that? Or, it means or, right? Either in this or in this. Either or. And it will remove duplicate. Right. So same here, the union is denoted by R union S, where R and S are the set, and defined as R union S is equal to T, and T is equal to R or T belongs to S. It means if it will be belongs to R or S, either in R or in S, it will do union. So R union S must be valid. There are two conditions that you must do. If you want to do union, there should be two conditions. Condition number one, R and must have same arity. Arity means same number of attributes, same number of column. If you want to perform the union, R and S should be have, both the tables should have same number of column. Number one. Number two, the attribute domains must be compatible. You cannot perform union between a varchar data type and a number data type, or varchar and the date. It means domain should be same. Then only you can perform the union. One example is given. Find all the customer who with either account or the loan. Find all the customer name who are having either account or name. So whenever you see the word like either or, then you must use union. Right. So what it will do? Customer name from the depositor, because let me show you the table. So you will find customer name in the depositor, that means who are having account, and customer in the borrower who are having loan. So if you perform the union, then it will give you either loan or account. Very simple. Here you just need to remember from which table you will get the data. That's it. So the same number of column with the same domain, not row. Row doesn't matter. So customer name in the depositor, union customer name in the borrower. So it will give you the list of either depositor or borrower. That means either account or loan. Simple. Next. Intersection. What is intersection? It will give you common name. It should be in R and S. So if you get the records by rest of the conditions are same, R intersection S, R and S must have same arity and the domain should be compatible. So find all the customer with both account and the loan. So when you find the word and, not or, when you find the word and, then you need to do intersection. When you find word or, then what you need to do? Union. Same customer name depositor, intersection customer name borrower. Yes. Set difference. Set difference is R minus S. The definition is R minus S is equal to T, where T belongs to R but not S. It will give me the record which are in R table but not S table. Let me give you the example. For example, find the name of the customer who have account but not loan. The customer who are having account but not loan. Only account, not loan. These are the table. Tell me. Customer who is having account but not loan. How many customers are there? Give me name of the customer who are having account but not loan. How many? Four? He is right. Three. Let's see. Hayes. Hayes is having account. Hayes is having loan? Yes. Johnson. Johnson is having account. Johnson is having loan? No. So first name is Johnson. Jones. Jones is having account. Jones is having loan? Yes. Lindsay. Lindsay is having account but not loan. 2. Smith. Smith is having account. Smith is having loan also. Turner. Turner is having account but Turner is having loan. So Johnson, Lindsay and Turner. Huh? So what happened? It will remove duplicate. I am asking name of the customer who is having account but not loan. So it doesn't matter Johnson is having one account or 100 account. It is having account. Huh? This is R because account. This is S. Customer who is having account but not. Now I will ask reverse. Give me the name of the customer. Now you tell me. Give me the name of the customer who is having loan but not account. Who is having loan but not account. Only loan. For Adams, Carey, Jackson, and Williams. Jackson. Jackson. Where is account of Jackson? It's Johnson, not Jackson. Got the point? So the record which is there, which are there in one table but not in another table. This is the query, how you write. Customer name depositor minus customer name borrower. This is the answer of this. Find the name of customers who have account but not loan. This is the answer you can write. Okay. Now we are starting very important operation. Can set intersection. What? This one. This is saying if you do R minus S, and it will give you the formula. You try this. R minus, first you do R minus S, and you do the inverse of that R, then you will get famous set here. बोलिए सर. हाँ. ठीक है, मैं कर दूंगा और नहीं लेंगे तो सस्पेंड. Next is Cartesian product. Very, 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 very important. First, what is Cartesian product? With help of Excel, let me explain to you. For example, roll number. Name. branch. Just consider this table. Roll number, name and branch. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Name is, for example, A, B, C, D, E. And branch, for example, CE, IT, CE, CE, IT. Consider this table. Consider second table where subject, code, subject, name. S1, S2, S3. For example, subject name DBMS, data structure DMGT. Right, these are the two tables. One is student table, the roll number, name and branch is there. And one is subject table, the subject code and subject name are there. Now I want to perform Cartesian product of this. Cartesian product is multiplication. You might have learned matrix multiplication. So Cartesian product is nothing but multiplication of the table. How? So first you need to take this one, you need to take this one. Okay? Then take first row of first table. Join first row of second table. Take first row of first table. Take second row of second table. Take first row of first table. Take third row of. Now you might have got idea. Now take second row of first table. First row. Second row of second row, second row, third row. What's the point? Third row. Now let me right. Fourth row. Fifth row. This is Cartesian product. Why we use Cartesian product? What are the advantage? What are the disadvantage? That we'll do tomorrow. But let me tell you, Cartesian product people are using to combine the data from two tables. Every time it is not necessary that the data that you want, you will get from one table only. The queries that up till now that you have done, where you are getting data from only one table. But now it may possible, let me give you the example. First Cartesian product is denoted by cross. It's nothing but capital X, cross. Allowed to combine information from two relations or more than two relations also. That means R3 is equal to R1 Cartesian product R2. Now, see the query. Find name of a customer who have loan at Paris branch. Find name of all the customers who have loan at Paris branch. From which table we'll get this? Find names of all the customers who are having loan at Paris branch. You see? Find names of all the customer who are having loan at Paris branch. Now, if you see, customer name you are getting from borrower and loan number, but do you have any branch related information there? Where is the branch related information? In the loan table. Here you are having branch related information and loan related information. Can you have any information related to names here in the loan? No. So branch is related information is at loan and name related information is at borrower. So what you need to do, you need to combine both the relations. That is the Cartesian product. Customer. Okay. So customer name. Do you have any loan related information in the customer table? Do you know what customer is having loan? Who is having loan? Got the point? So tomorrow we will do this, and tomorrow tomorrow I am having lecture, right? Tomorrow we'll be finishing this unit. Okay? Now you might have got the information that your mid is postponed. Congratulations. So that's it from today. Any query to student? Yes, Oracle, I have already given demo in the first lab of one batch. So second batch, I'll be giving demo tomorrow. Tomorrow we are having lab. I'll be giving demo tomorrow. Just a minute. This side, phone આવી ગયો અબીરનો. So today's Hardik sir is not available, so you are not having fourth session. So directly you will be having session at 1:10. Sir's phone is there. He is not there today. Student who are online, Hardik sir is not available, so you are free for fourth lecture. Thank you.